So like, ooh. All right, here we go. The Iceberg Principle. All right, lead by dropping your water line. Okay, the iceberg. All right, you see an iceberg, you see 10% of it above surface, you see 90% of it, or you don't see 90% of it below the surface. Okay, so understand others. Right now, there's people in here that are going through something in your life that other people in this room do not know that you're going through it. Right now, every single person in here has something that they're struggling with, something that keeps them up at night, something that is frustrating them, something that is complicating their life that you haven't shared with anyone else in this room. And nobody else knows it because it's the 90% that's below the waterline. And so when you come to work, you are carrying that burden. When you come to work, you are carrying that burden that nobody else knows. And so when that person says something to you that's not that big of a deal, or makes a request of you that's not that large of a request, you snap at that person. And it's not necessarily that person. It's because you're struggling with that 90% that's below the waterline that they have no idea what's going on. And you have yet to tell them. We have to create a climate and a culture that allows people to drop their waterline, to reveal more of who they are. There's a great activity called If You Really Knew Me. And all you go around, you sit around, and all you do is, if you really knew me, you would understand that at the age of 16, my father was tragically killed. And that's it. If you really knew me, you would understand that I do not have a great relationship with my husband or wife. If you really knew me, you would understand that I'm struggling to make ends meet and I'm stressed out financially. If you really knew, okay? So the idea of this one is understand each other. Understand that people have lives outside of school and they bring that with them and they do their best to cover it up. But you know what? Maybe it's time to not cover it up. Maybe it's time to say, hey, you know what? If you really knew me, this is what I'm going through. And so when you make that suggestion to me, I kind of snapped at you because I'm stressed out. I call it the balloon principle. Okay, we walk around, everyone has a balloon inside of you. Okay? And eventually that balloon just gets blown up, blown up, blown up, blown up, blown up. And then all it takes is one little comment, one little look, one little request, and what happens to that balloon? Pops. Understand each other.